So, it was 2014, it was November, and I remember doing my cleaning thing. I went on my 30. And as I was enjoying my 30-minute break, looking for any potential trailers for the newest Star Wars project, the first one in like almost 10 years at that point. And then, towards the end of my break, I start playing one. I'm hearing a little dialogue in the background, and then I see John Boyega, like, coming out of nowhere with his stormtrooper armor. It was in that moment when I realized I am now witnessing the first teaser for the newest Star Wars project. The tears, the excitement, the thrill of something new was beautiful. But at the same time as I was having that, so many racists and sexists woke up and had the opposite reaction. It has almost been 10 years. And instead of George Lucas, Lucasfilms, instead of Lucasfilms protecting its actors of color, protecting the women's franchise, they've done everything possible to leave them out to dry. The amount of times, even before these 10 years, looking back in the 90s and early thousands with the original prequel trilogy, we've had actors literally quitting acting forever. We had an actor almost commit suicide due to the hate, the constant hate from this fandom. We had Jake Lloyd, a child, literally had huge troubles, and he's like around my age now, or a little older, like, and he had to deal with that for such a long period of time. To the sequel trilogies, we've had women getting death threats, getting sexual harassment. They had to leave social media. John Boyega probably would have left social media, and he didn't. And he still had to suffer for all the stuff that he was being sent, the racism, the harassment. And every new project, they've been suffering with this. They have been attacked by these racist fans, by these sexist fans. Imogen from the Kenobi show, the vitriol that she was given simply for existing. People would say her character is too mean. And I'm like, from the same episode that we just saw Vader force choke someone into fire, and yet somehow she's worse? No. To now the latest Star Wars Acolyte show. This show was definitely the most balanced with seeing all types of people. And the show was it's not renewed for season 2. And I see a new trailer for a new Star Wars show, Star Wars Skeleton Crew. And the main characters are children, except Jude Law. And one of the main kids is a black kid with his hair in his natural state. And I'm afraid for them, because this fandom has shown that they do not care whether you're a kid, whether you are just existing. They will harass you. They will send death threats. They will hurt you. I don't care about the reasonings of why Lucasfilms and Disney decided not to renew the show. What I do care about is the fact that technically it's been more than 10 plus years, but for sure these last 10 years, they did not learn any lesson. And they continue to not support their cast, their crew. They do not support or protect them. They leave them out to dry. They leave them out to get pierced. I hear things like,
I wouldn't hate this thing as much if it wasn't the writing. I wouldn't hate this much if it wasn't the line delivery.
So, because of line delivery, because of writing choices, you send death threats, you send sexual harassment, you send hate. Does that make sense? And I'll tell you, no. No, it doesn't. You just want to. This fandom, it has its origins as being some of the first fandom to create hate sites when the internet was literally new in the 90s. And Ahmed, who played Jar Jar Binks, was unfortunately a target due to the fact that these racist fans could not stand a black man being a character in Star Wars. And I don't care what the reasoning is. That is the reasoning. That is the reasoning. Star Wars is proving that it does not want to protect its people that are not white and not white male. Because Andor, the main characters are white. It may have side characters that are not white, but this show is a all-white show. And it's doing well. Have I heard any difference? Any sexual harassment? No. Because it's an all-white show. Guess which shows has had these responses aimed at this cast members? Everyone that has characters that are not just a white male. I've enjoyed this entity, Star Wars, since I was a child. I was taken as a child to watch The Phantom Menace in the movie theaters while owning the original trilogy on VHS in the box cassette. I've lived with this franchise for all my life. And yet, people like me are not accepted into this or protected. Like, seriously. Like, our first main character was Lando, who had a lot of racist black stereotypes on him. Or even for Carrie Fisher, her first outfit was very see-through. The fact that so many Star Wars fans love when she was in a slave outfit that was supposed to demean her, and they say, I love this slave Leia outfit. You like an outfit that demeans her. Even Carrie Fisher later regrets wearing that outfit. And on that note, when she came back as a normal woman in her 50s, 60s, the amount of hate that she was given for not looking like how she did as a 20-year-old was quite frankly disgusting. And when she died, it was like, oh, we're very sorry for you. I'm like, you don't care about Carrie Fisher. You literally were making fun of her for not looking like she did in her 20s. I don't know what to do. Because like, even if I became a director, went into the stars, created my own project, clearly by showing people that are not just white males and one woman that's white, unless it's something like that, they're just gonna continue canceling projects, aren't they? Because that is their MO. As long as palm colors are the leads, then that is what they believe Star Wars is. Even though Star Wars is a big galaxy where any story should be allowed to be told. But to Lucasfilms, apparently not.